Alright, this is Old Man 03, and today I'll show you how to change out your tpms sensor, tire pressure monitor sensor, in your tires or in your wheel. Alright, so the first thing you do is deflate your tires, and what makes it simple, easy, is to get a valve stem tool like this, or you can use your finger and press the valve in. But the quicker way to use the valve stem tool, twist it counterclockwise. This one's broken. Yeah, the valve stem is bad shape. And that's what the valve looks like, or the valve stem, I think is what it's called. You take your dishwashing liquid with water, dilute it into it, and drip it around the edges of the wheel. Now we wait for the tire to deflate, and then you can take your tool that you have to break the tire bead. I have a hammer tire bead breaker, but there are ways you can use a strap along with a floor jack or a car jack. You have different ways to break the tire bead yourself. You can also run over your tire bead with the vehicle. Just be very careful. And this is my tire bead tool, breaker tool. I don't know if I can use it while holding the camera. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand. Okay, the tire bead has been broken on both sides of the wheel. Now we can remove the old tpms sensor using a wrench. On my vehicle, it's a 12mm wrench. Rotate it counterclockwise. Alright. Let's see if I can do this one hand. I probably can't. Gotta put this down, use both hands. Also stand on the tire to make room for the tpms sensor to get pulled out. Alright, so now the tpms sensor has been replaced. Tighten it down and install a new tire stem, or reuse the old one if it's still good. Alright, so now the tire stem's been installed, the valve stem. Tighten down. Now to seal the tire to the wheel. And the method I use, that's really easy to use, but it's dangerous, is to use brake parts cleaner that's flammable, or parts cleaner that's flammable, or some other kind of spray liquid that's flammable. So now to seal the tire to the wheel, make sure your tire valve stem has been installed and tightened, and place the wheel and tire away from other thing that's flammable. Get a fire extinguisher or water hose nearby, and have your tire compressor ready to work. Then you stand on your wheel, your tire, and spray the cleaner inside the tire well, inside the wheel well here, all around. And then, like this, make sure you, before you light your tire, place the brake parts cleaner away from your tire. It's hard to do with one hand. Let's get closer. Well, I did it, but the camera wasn't on, so it popped. It sealed the tire. Now I need to inflate the tire. Okay, so I lit the tire on fire, and I didn't press the record button, so I wasn't able to record the tire popping and forming a seal onto the wheel. But I'll explain what happened. So when I stepped on the wheel and I sprayed the brake parts cleaner around inside the tire cavity and made a line down to here, that spot here, I threw a match onto the spot, and then the brake parts cleaner lit on fire, and the inside of the tire was the brake parts cleaner, and it caught on fire, but it didn't have enough air to fully expand at the time to really form a strong fire. So I stepped on the tire for a little thrill, and it forced more air inside, then the tire popped. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to, because it is kind of dangerous. But a little small thrill, like stepping on a landmine, kind of. So step on it, then boom, it popped.